they lay a bunch of eggs. Every day it seems like they're putting out eggs. Need I say more about trapping small game than hickory tree? Trap down in. But you don't see many trucks like that on them hunting shows, do you? Hood up, full of wood in the back. Hey guys, you know, if there's one thing I'm terrible at growing, it's onions. But luckily for us, somebody else does it better. So I've been out here harvesting onions for the last couple days, and I just thought I'd share that with you, how I go about. This is a wild onion or wild garlic, whatever you want to call it. And you'll know it because it looks just like an onion. And when we dig it up, you'll see it has a ball underneath just like an onion. So you always want to start a little ways out, away from the bottom of the plant, and dig pretty deep, because these things go pretty deep. I just fold it up like that. Some of these are too small. We're going to throw them right back in the hole. Put them right back in there. You want to save some for next time, so. Too small. While you're here, just go ahead and stick them back in there. These things will come back every year. Pack them back in. You don't want to leave a big hole in the ground to trip on. So, there we go. What I collect them in, don't laugh either. This is my onion sack. Here you go, baby. Like with most things outdoors, in the outdoor edibles, there is going to be a look-alike. So always be careful. I know these guys, I've never ran into a look-alike, but I heard there is one out there. But all I know is this is what, I mean, it has a bulb on it just like an onion. The stem here is, you can also eat, just chives, you know. Smells like an onion. Break it open. You know, it just smells like an onion, so I know that's a wild onion. But like I said, if you're not for sure, don't eat it. You know, don't deal with it. These are really, really good, and like I said, I'm not very good at growing onions in my garden. But luckily, man, there's a bunch of these that grow around the yard. So, but what I do from here, once I've got them and I'm putting them in my bag here, I put them all the way down in. You got to fold your tops over. Y'all don't be laughing at my bag either. Pull that tight. Wrap it around. Don't tie a knot. Just run it through. Pull it up tight. You're going to take that right there, and while the wife isn't home or isn't looking, toss that in your washing machine. Now this is made out of a pillowcase. The sack is. Toss that in the washing machine. When they come out, they'll be a whole lot easier to work with. When they come out, they'll be a whole lot easier to work with. They'll be clean. All you gotta do is take them out, chop off the roots, and use them however you want. You can do anything with these. I'm gonna use mine on salsa. I've already got 2 quart bags full, and I just use the lower part. I didn't use the top part, but you can wash those and dice them up. You know, use them as chives if you want. But most of the flavor is down here in the bulb and in most of the stem. But the stem is kind of tough, so I chop them up real fine. You can, you know, even grind them up in a food processor or whatever you want to do. And I'm going to use them in my salsa this year. But all that stuff that comes off of them will stay in this bag, except for the fine dirt. It'll wash away. And you don't have to wash them through a whole cycle. Just stick them on rinse. It'll rinse them, drain them, and that's good enough. And that's how they used to do it. So I was talking to some older women. I'm not going to call them old or elderly, but that's how they always did it. And I was like, man, that's awesome. Tried it. It works. And when you're done, you take your bag, put it inside out, let it dry out, or you can just wash the bag, and it's ready for another bag of onions. This beats sticking them in your sink, which I've had to do before. I've done it before, and rinsing them and soaking them and trying to get it, you know, washing them 2 or 3 times just to get all that dirt off. Take that tip, use it, enjoy some wild edibles. But as always, I'm not the professional. Do your research, study up, talk with people that know what they're doing, hang out with someone who does it, and really, you know, there's a lot of things out here in your yard that you can eat, and there's a lot of things in your yard that you cannot eat. I've seen a couple poisonous flowers and plants just out here, you know, today. So, you know, be careful. Always be careful. Do your research. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Jumbo, I don't